another in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Brady now on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it'll bring up third down. Brady to throw again. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Again, it's Brady. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
first carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
This is too easy.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Point after.
A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He's thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
53, come on, 53, check 53.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Christian McCaffrey.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.